All right, so Russell Wilson, great player. We love him. Did you know that he's never lost to the Vikings? I think Peter talked about it last week. He's 7-0 against the Vikings. Kirk Cousins has been playing excellent football, but has no wins. And what do you know? He's already down 10 with a 3rd and 13 and an absolute laser. Laser to Adam Thielen. What do you think about Thielen's game, Tate? What do you think?
I like him.
Yeah?
I like it. He just finds a way. He's just
having a great season.
Gritty. He seems to have 100% approval rating. I feel like everybody loves Thielen. Rodgers always raving about him, even his rivals.
Doesn't know wrong, it seems like.
I know. And he wins here 30-17. So the Vikings get their first win, and maybe they'll have something to say in the NFC North.
Let's go. Bills versus Washington. These guys used to coach together for years. McDermott was a defensive coordinator for 6 seasons under Rivera. Defense was good all day until this one. Antonio Gibson gets a little dump off, and then he does the rest. This guy played wide receiver in college and looks like one on this one, running away from Tre'Davious White and Matt Milano.
Hell of a play.
Such a good play, such a good player. And the guy wearing the Diggs jersey is talking crap, but guess what? You're not playing, okay? You're a fan. Please don't do that again. Emmanuel Sanders, touchdown. He's going to take a bow. Give me the Diggs guy again. Yeah. Now get that kid I like.
That kid's awesome.
Let's
oh, my
go.
God. That's what it's all about.
McDermott beats his old mentor Rivera in a convincing way. The Bills are back on track. They're 2-1. They look good.
Josh Allen, dang, he looked so good.
After the game, he spoke with our own Kim Jones. Josh Allen, talk about it.
I felt like we got in a really good rhythm, good groove. Guys made some really nice plays today. Our front 5 did an outstanding job. No sacks, against a really stout defensive line that they got over there. So proud of our guys. They deserve a lot of credit. And that's expectations that we have for ourselves and the standard that we set for ourselves. So we got to continue to go out there and execute. We got a good Houston team next week. And we're looking forward to learning from this one, moving on, and looking forward to next week.
All right, Bengals Steelers. Both need a win. Joe Burrow, rough day last week at Chicago through 3 straight interceptions. Already up 10, though. And this is why you draft the wideout. Look at it. Jamar Chase looked like a Pro Bowler. Excellent. Dancing, catching, 24-10. The Bengals go to 2-1. Steelers rocked at home by a division rival. Yes.
Unbelievable.
What do you got, Peter? Dolphins.
Let's go.
Jacoby Brissett was so tough, so good, and he finds a way to get in the end zone. They would then convert the 2-point conversion and tie this thing. But Derek Carr late, 2nd and 15, after teams traded field goals in overtime, throws the deep one and has Bryan Edwards again.
That's pretty right there.
Bryan Edwards. And here comes Daniel Carlson, who missed an extra point earlier on the day after Gruden grinds the clock out to 0 in overtime. They win. Raiders are 3-0.
Guys, we've got to get to a game out there. It looks so fun. It honestly looks so fun.
I want a seafood tower.
It's time now to highlight our top performers of week 3. You guys can play along at GMFB on Twitter. Guys, who earned your game ball on Sunday? Golden, kick it off.
I've got to give my game ball to my buddy, Matthew Stafford.
Love it.
I mean, the way he's just lighting it up week in and week out, making plays and just dominating it. I mean, he's making it look easy. So my game ball's got to go to Matthew Stafford. Keep up the great work. I mean, everyone's starting to believe what we all knew, pretty much.
Love that. My game ball, I love the more unheralded guys, the guys who are slept on a little bit, like a DJ Moore. Love seeing him have success. But my game ball has got to go to the vein of the Kansas City Chiefs' existence, and his name is Mike Williams. I don't know why we don't talk about him more. It's not only what he did, guys, yesterday at Arrowhead, but this is I mean, let me tell you this. Patrick Mahomes has lost at home 5 times in his career. 2 times at the hands of this character right here, this big body who scores touchdowns. Thursday night game back in 2018. Mike Williams scored 3 touchdowns, including the game winner and 2-point conversion. And then this, what you're looking at from yesterday, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns, and his 2nd game winner in the final seconds of this one. If you are a Kansas City Chiefs fan, you hate Mike Williams, and I'm so completely here for it. He was, obviously there are not huge expectations for him, I guess, but he is top 5 in receiving across the board. Unbelievable. And remember, he was taken before Patrick Mahomes, I believe, in the drafts, 3 picks ahead of him. So I love seeing him end up here doing his thing in 2021. We see you, Mike Will.
Yeah, and in the game balls after the game, it wasn't Justin Herbert who got the game
Mike
ball.
Will got one.
It was Mike Williams who got the game ball. It was a great moment for him and great moment for Chargers fans. Justin Tucker doesn't miss field goals. We know that. He's the best kicker in the sport. It's not, you can't deny it. It's the fact. 49-yard field goal early in this game. Ravens trying to just pad their lead a little bit. Justin Tucker comes trotting out, and you never see this. Justin Tucker from 49 yards, a usual gimme, misses it.
Missed.
And you're like, what?
Not your day.
Tucker missed it? Let's fast forward to 4th and 19 with about 10 seconds left. Lamar Jackson somehow completes a pass to Sammy Watkins, who doesn't go out of bounds.
Yeah, what is he doing?
They rush to the line. Lamar gets out of bounds. Now let's line up for a 67-yarder.
Wow.
The longest field goal of all time off the crossbar.
Wow.
And Tucker's my game ball, but here's what's crazy. We've seen this before. Monday Night Football 2013 from 61 yards.
He bounced
Tucker beats the Lions in dramatic fashion. Now, Tucker gets my game ball just because I think he's the best at what he does in the sport, and that was the moment. But let me add something here. They win that game. The Ravens get a little hot. They get to the playoffs. They beat the Colts in the wild card round. Then they go into Denver and beat Peyton Manning in their building.
Okay.
They go into New England and beat Tom Brady in their building. And they would eventually go on and beat Kaepernick and the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Justin Tucker had one of these magical kicks in a Ravens Super Bowl season. I don't know. That was pretty magical last night.
Pretty magical. You know, for so many years, the longest field goal ever was the Tom Dempsey 63-yarder. Also against the Lions. It's crazy.
Also 19-17.
Also 19-17.
Golden sitting back there like,
I made a note. 1 hour, 35 minutes into the program before we said the name Josh Allen today. I'm giving my game ball to Josh Allen, who's had to sit around at home and listen to us hype a kicker, a Jaguars kick returner who lost the game, by the way. And Josh Allen's like, I had 358 and 5, you dummies, against this incredible Washington defense that's got this amazing pass rush and all these first-round picks. Josh Allen looked like the kid who should be moved up from junior varsity to varsity in this game. Oh, we got to move him up. He doesn't belong on the field with them. It's his best game of the season. You've been waiting for the Josh Allen game this season. This was a Josh Allen game. The Bills are fully hit their stride. They are a juggernaut, and that guy is one of the best 5 players in the league. Wow.
I was a little nervous about him. His first 2 weeks didn't look quite like himself. Crushed it yesterday in week 3. They are forced to be reckoned with in the AFC. How about the NFC? Jameis Winston got himself another W. Did he beat him? I think not. I don't want to see it. But he took down the Patriots. How about these Saints? They felt it feels to be in New York.
It's good. It's good. I love New York.
Yeah.
I love being here, though. It feels home.
Yeah.
You spent some time here with those Giants who fell to the Falcons. Wild games, lots of highlights, heartbreaking moments, head-scratching moments, espresso moments. We have to give out our game balls here in a little bit. Peter Schrager, Kyle Brandt, my name is Kay Adams. We've got all of your highlights right now with the lead block. Let's start with last night.
Let's go to the state of California, to San Francisco, the Bay Area, we should say. Packers versus Niners. There's Aaron Rodgers. Did you know he's sort of from the area? It's like Sacramento adjacent. Did you know they once didn't draft him? Did you know they almost traded for him in this offseason? All of them are true. And look at this, 24-21, a huge sort of like 70s era hit on Devontae Adams with nary a flag, even though there was a helmet that went right to his jaw. Tough hit. Golden, take us through this. When you watch that, what do you think?
I cringe, one, but I'm wondering, how do you not throw the flag?
I don't know. I really don't. And they didn't throw any flag on this. Unnecessary violence from Kirk Cousins, George Kittle.
Love to see it. He's been quiet all season. Love seeing this from him under the bright lights.
You do. Cousins had a great win yesterday. That's why he's on my mind. And Kittle, a maniac, 27-21. Juszczyk, Kittle's little brother, got it. Touchdown. So that's your walk-off. Under a minute to play. Wonderful moment for Garoppolo, Juszczyk, Niners fans. You're going places. Tick, tick, tick. Look out. Here comes Pennywise. Pennywise with long hair and 28-27. Look at it. He just goes to Devontae. Everybody in the building knows he's going to Devontae. Doesn't matter.
Wait, Michael Jordan's going to take the last shot? Oh, maybe we should cover him.
I know. But occasionally, though, Steve Kerr does it.
How do you cover him? That's the question.
No, you don't. Sorry, Craig Elo, wherever you are. We're bringing you up in this situation because Devontae gets him down about the 32. Here comes old graybeard Mason Crosby, who'd already drilled a couple that night. Garoppolo looking hot as ever, looking on. 28-27. Crosby walk-off. Cut to the reaction shots. Give me the head coach. No, that's the kicker. Give me the head coach. Nope, that's the quarterback. I blew that one, guys. Hugs, jubilation. Rodgers said, I can't wait for this plane ride home. 30-28. The Packers win. And Rodgers afterwards saying things like, we're on our way. Look out.
The energy in the locker room post-game, that felt like a win. You know, it felt like it was such a growth moment for us, and I'm really, really happy for the guys to feel that. And you know, it feels like, okay, now we're on our way. Now we can get into this. Now we know how to win, and we can get this thing moving in the right direction.
They'll be looking to be 3-1 next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers, who looked woeful on offense. They've got some injuries on defense as well. But as far as this game from Sunday night, what'd you make? A clutch win. They had it all going on offense, and let's not sleep on that defense, too, that held the run game in check.
They did. That 49ers run game, which we thought was going to do what they did in 2019, did not do much in this one. They were up big early, and then it started slipping away, and it almost felt like, oh, my God, what are we going to talk about on Monday morning if they actually lose this game? It's good. And that feeling in my stomach of, oh my God, if Rodgers loses, I don't know if that's going to go on the entire season, but I almost feel like they're wearing the black hat this season, or at least Rodgers is. Like, I thought there are a lot of people out there rooting for this Packers thing to blow up and be a calamity, and he's going to be the guy out there saying, no, not so fast. By the black hat, I'm saying the villain, because of the way he went about things this offseason. It's not traditional. It's not team-oriented the way that people want team-oriented. It's team-oriented in a different way, where he's like, no, don't worry about it on the outside. I got my guys. We're good. I'm going to handle it the way I have to handle it, and they've got my back. And in this one, they had his back. I thought the offensive line, Rich, they were down to their 4th left tackle, played great against Bosa and Armstead. I thought